Hey, what's up everyone? It's Nick back with Nick's Reps. That's not how that goes, but we'll run with it. It's Nick with Nick's Reps back with another video. And it's Wednesday, so that's a Bearded Dragon Day. Gonna do a little bit of a morph identification. Now there's only 3 morphs that I have, so I'm not gonna go all the way in until I start getting the other morphs. However possible, and tell you how you can make some morphs, but that's for a little bit later on. So right here we've got 2 different morphs. We've got a normal, we've got a hypomelanistic. Now before we go too much deeper, let me just tell you guys that the bearded dragon morphs are not like crested geckos in the sense of how the colors identify the morphs. Bearded dragons, if you don't know how to tell, they're a little bit more difficult, because looking at them, I used to believe this one's just a normal, which I was right, and this one was a yellow citrus, which is correct, but that's not the morph, that's the phase. That's like the color scheme of the dragon. That's not the morph. Most bearded dragon morphs, you can tell by their fingernails. Their spikes, the texture on their back, and their bellies. I'm not going to be flipping her over, just because I do actually believe that she may be getting gravid. Her belly is starting to get a little bit rough or hard, so either she's full or maybe she's getting ready for some babies. So hopefully that's the case. But yeah, so one thing you guys probably noticed about the nails that are completely different is hers are black. Jack's are clear. So it's hypomelanistic, which melatonin in your skin is what gives it the darker tone. Hypomelanistic means that he lacks that. He lacks that hypomelanistic. So yeah, that's why he has brighter colors, whereas she is pretty gray and dull. I still like her. She is a normal phase, which means that in the wild, if you go to wherever her locality is from, you'll see you'll see a lot of bearded dragons who look just like her. Whereas him, he has to be bred in and all that stuff. But he comes out with gorgeous babies. They look great. They look a lot like him and the mom, who was also a yellow citrus. Hypomelanistic. Either she's hypomelanistic or she has a het for it, which het means that the gene is there, but it's not full. It's not strong enough to make the lizard hypomelanistic. And to tell if they're het or not is full hypomelanistics will have their all 20 of their toenails clear, and if there's like 1 or 2, then that means that they're het for it, and that pretty much means that they're normal and hypo. So yeah. Alright guys, so what you have here is a leatherback. This is part of the one of the ways that I told you can tell is by the spikes or the texture on their back. He's still a baby, that's why he's a little finicky. And it looks like he's not het for what's it called? Hypomelanistic. So he's just a pure leatherback. I don't know the color or the phase of him. He is amazing looking though, to say the least. And then if one of the other morphs that you can get is silkbacks, or micro scales or no scales. Micro scales will have super tiny, very tiny scales that you can like run your finger across and you don't feel at all. On this guy you can feel his scales. You can feel them like kind of individually, but micro scales you won't be able to feel them individually. And then there's no scales or scaleless, which are scaleless bearded dragons. And the way you get those, either one of those two, is by breeding leatherbacks together. You have a 50-50 chance of running across both of those. Well, I think it's 50-50 for micro scale and then a lot less for silkies or no scale or scaleless, just because they, that's pretty rare to get a scaleless bearded dragon. Like if you're not doing like multiple different leatherbacks breeding, but if you did like 1 and 2, or like if you do like one pair, then you're not gonna have that many. You don't have that high of a chance of running across one. It's gonna be pretty rare. Luckily though, this guy's an Italian leatherback. I do plan on getting another Italian leatherback who looks just like him, except without the blood cells, like I call them. So hopefully I will get some either silkies or micro scales that look just like him, because he's really cool. This is Deadpool. And the reason why I cut away the adults really quickly is because I'm pretty sure that my female may be gravid, just because her stomach is rock hard, and so I don't want to stress her out too much in case if she is. So hopefully she is. Fingers crossed. Alright guys, I believe that's going to wrap it up for this video. I promise one day I'm going to have a longer video on morph identification when I do have multiple morphs, and I'll do like phases when I have multiple phases and learn those guys more. But at the moment, this is what I've got for you guys. But alright, so with that being said, peace out, keep calm and herp on, and always remember that you're beautiful, even if someone tells you that you're not. Just like I told Steve-O, he's over here living his best life and having fun. Alright guys, with that being said, peace.